What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Game Changers Podcast. It's your boy, Gnome G. I'm in here with Coach Cam, Nick Madden from Nick Madden TV, Mayor Socrates, and Boss Man Jay. Tonight, we're going to be getting into Trump and him trying to make drastic changes to the NIL and other sporting events, sporting current events that have been going on. Max Crosby and other NFL news. What's going on with y'all fellas?
Yep.
What up? That boy Trump say, "Hey, we got to stop this shit in its tracks."
Yeah. It's hating. To me, it feels like he's hating. I don't know exactly, and nobody knows exactly what changes he's gonna be making. But I just feel like it's not gonna benefit the players. It's just gonna go back to benefiting the universities, and players is gonna get slighted.
You know what it's all about, man. Empowering those that already have the money. Keeping everybody else grounded. You got, that money is control. You know what he's doing.
Yep.
So the amount of money being spent and lost by otherwise very successful schools is astounding just in a short period of time. It's only going to get worse. So we have to save college sports and save, I believe, colleges. Ultimately, we have to go through, I'd do an executive order. I'd love to do that. I'll probably do it anyway. We'll do an executive order. We'll see how it works because it would be I have a really nice, simple idea. They are canceling golf. They're canceling wrestling. They're canceling fencing. They're canceling even basketball. I thought that would be maybe immune, but it's in trouble. And it's all going to football. But ultimately, football is going to be the worst laggard of all. It's not going to be affordable. And it's going to take down practically every college. In my opinion, it's going to take down virtually every college.
Man, that man started with the whitest sports you could start with, talking about fencing.
Man, nobody play that shit.
Man.
But Cam,
That's so crazy.
But Cam, let me ask you something, because you're a coach. If he does something to stop the NIL, how does that affect the coaches?
I wouldn't necessarily say it affects the coaches. I think NIL affects. I mean, it's such a loaded question, to be honest, because I think if I focus on what it'll do to a coach, I would say you got the teams like the Indianas who don't get to come and play like that now. You know what I mean? You got the teams like the Georgias and the SEC programs. You get Kirby Smarts and guys like that. They benefit well because they're better recruiters verbally and teaching wise. Whereas if you got the other coaches that need to spend that money to put together a team to compete with those teams like Georgia's. But I think ultimately it more so affects the players because this was your way to make your money. You know what I mean? Your way to change your family's well-being, because all of these kids that go to college don't get the NFL opportunity. So at least at this point now, I've made your school so much money, your institutions, making this money that's selling out tickets based off of my name and my hard work. Now you want to take it away from me, because now I'm making money at the same time as you. I think
as soon as they started making money, they just started making money.
So I think it's more the kids, the athletes that are more so effective than anyone else is.
But now all these schools that had to pay to get good players probably wouldn't have to pay as much anymore.
Agreed.
Now it'll be back to an even playing field, because the schools that can afford to pay these players all this money for NIL, and they the ones that were winning that lottery.
Yeah. Well, if you really think about the way the NIL works, it's schools have the money that where they can pay you, but of course, some programs, like you said, I agree. Some programs do have more money. Like a Texas. Texas got oil money. They're able to spend a lot more money. But I think what it is there is a budget still at the same time. You know what I mean? Like a Georgia Tech has spent all this money in the trenches, so they don't have so much money to give a wide receiver. You know what I mean? Like we spent all our money on DNs and offensive linemen. Offensive linemen, and it just kind of leaves a hole where you can't fill different spots. They might have spent all the money on defense and in the trenches, and it just kind of leaves you in a void. Whereas if Georgia might decide, I'm going to give this quarterback this amount of money, I'm going to break this money up, and we ain't going to be forced to pay you all this money. We ain't going to be forced to do that. Because it's a pot that they have that, like that they pull from, but then what NIL is basically your name, image, and likeness. So if your name alone hasn't rang any bells, they still have to give you a little money out of the pot. Like they might give you $500K, right? They'll pay you in advance in the beginning, and then they'll break your money up monthly. You'll get a check deposit in your month every first of the month. It might be $1,000 every month. It might be $3,000. It just depends on who you are and what they're willing to put out the pot. But then you might turn around and get a Gatorade deal. You know what I mean? That'll throw more money in your pocket based off your name, image, and likeness. So that's money that you generate on your own. So when he's going to say that I'm going to go ahead and do something about this NIL, I think it's crazy because I've earned that money. I can understand you saying, all right, we ain't going to make the school pay you money out the gate, because it's basically like, let's say us five that are on here, we are, let's say out of all five, Boss Man is the notable player, right? Boss Man Jay, the notable player, and he's worth $3 million. They give him $3 million. Like, we want you to come here, we're gonna give you $3 million. But then you got me, and you got Mayor, and it's like, all right, we looking at it. We're decent. We 2 stars, but you want us, but you can only give us $200,000 a piece for us to come. You know what I mean? We can't make the money that he making. But then we turn around and we have great seasons and everybody likes us. We got all this following on Instagram. Now Gatorade wants to give us a deal. Why do you feel like it's okay to take that away from me? You know what I mean? Like, why can you take that away from me and I earn it? All right, you want to take the money from the college, you want to say they can just come naturally recruit me and they don't got to give me nothing up front. I mean, all right, that's what you're trying to do, but don't take the NIL. At least still let me earn my money based off my name, my image.
In other places,
like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, that's my thought on it. I do think there needs to be a handle put on it, though.
It has to be, because it's becoming a problem. Because you got the kids, some of those kids are making more money than their coaches, and how can you tell somebody who making more money than you what to do?
And you're gonna get 1,000 motherfuckers every year jumping in the portal because they ain't starting or whatever. Yeah. But I did see. Yeah. Oh, my bad. One more thing, though, and I'll let you go. I saw a comment or a headline from North Carolina, Bill Belichick, North Carolina team, saying that they spent $22 million this year and had a horrible fucking season. So now, of course, they feeling bad about, they feeling buyer's remorse about that $22 million, saying that we could have put together a better team for $22 million. No, you couldn't, because somebody else spent $45 million.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Yeah, my thing is they shouldn't be messing with nothing but maybe the transfer portal. What are y'all coming in for? Like, leave people money alone, bro. Y'all done made billions and billions and billions of dollars. The government don't need to come in. Trump don't need to come in with no executive orders or no legislation to mess with NIL. Leave NIL alone, bro. The only thing that needs to be regulated is the transfer portal.
Yeah, cap that transfer portal. Let those players jump in and out of it.
The transfer portal is tricky too, because a lot of times you got kids that might be at a Georgia Southern, right? You know what I'm saying? And this kid, he making plays, he balling, he getting a little check already. But then you got South Florida that might come in there and say, hey, get in contact with your people. Say, hey, tell them to get in the portal. We're gonna come get them. You know what I mean? Like, it's things like that that'll happen. Like, Miami got in there. Miami got in contact with Carson Beck people and said, "Hey, get in the portal. This is what we gonna get you. Leave there. We can do this for you, and we'll offer you this." See, like that's what a lot of shit's happening in that portal. A lot of people don't really understand. A lot of people think that the kids are just saying, "Oh, I ain't playing. I need to go get it." Now, not to say that it's not happening, but oftentimes, so it's kind of weird to kind of it's iffy when you want to kind of cap it or change it because you got people coming in there saying like you can lead that program. Yeah. It's definitely that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what I'm saying in a nutshell.
Yeah, when you put it in that context, though, it makes you look at it completely different. But see, that's the thing. Us as fans or people on the outside, we might not be privy to that information, right? So we just think, like you said, Cam, kids just jumping in the portal,
right?
And it's like, come on, man! Like you looking at it, you already jumping over here, and this is the thing, and this is why these institutions really are really the scum of the earth, if you think about it, because they make it seem as if it's all the kids doing. Right. When you think about it, they make it like it's the kids just doing this. Well, like you said, it's universities, it's programs telling you, oh, come over here, we seen your game. We seen you put up them yards. We seen what you did. Come on through. We got that bag for you. But they gonna make
it was never a problem until the young N-word started making money.
Niggas.
Oh yeah.
I feel, and now I'm gonna say this too. Nick Saban saw that shit coming a mile away.
Man.
Yeah, he knew it was gonna be a problem. That's why he got out. He saw it happening. Like Nick knew what it was. Nick was on the board trying to get that shit not to happen, and he got the hell out of the way. Now, because look at it, he's still doing college shit. He's still doing college game day. You think Nick don't want to coach it, but Nick knew like this shit take out. See, really what it was it took Nick wild card from him. See, Nick was able to pay people, but he couldn't really pay them. You know what I'm saying? Like they were paying him. Like he was doing it under the table at this shit. So now everybody, it's an even playing ground. You take the big hitters out.
Well, you know,
he wasn't giving no $5 million to no one player, especially no quarterback in there.
Well,
it's for him to give them a little bit.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying it was just easy for him to get them. Let's just say probably a $200,000 for a 5-star, something like that. Other than how now it is, you know, you get like the quarterback in Michigan, so he got $10 million. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I was saying though. Like you saying, Nick get out the way just in time. Well, he knew it was coming though. But go ahead, no.
Trent Richardson had came out and said something about that because I forget what ex-Alabama, I don't know if it was Nick Saban or somebody, but he was saying, you know, how he was getting paid. And it wasn't an issue when he was getting paid through you guys. You know, it's okay when y'all are shelling the money out and debbing the money out, but then once the kids start getting these real contracts and money, now y'all got a problem with it because y'all don't got control of the money to give out.
No, but President Trump framed this in a certain way, though. They always got these different words to say. He actually said he had to save college sports. He said that.
Yeah, it's a problem now because a lot of those young black kids are taking that money back and doing something for their communities. So now it's an issue. Now we got to stop it. We giving them too much.
Yeah.
Like Noam said earlier, you don't even have to make it to the NFL, bro. No, like that ain't even got to be the ultimate goal no more.
You don't, because I saw all kinds of information. Here in the end of last year, fall last year, where they're already recruiting them in high school and willing to pay the player, willing them to, as long as they commit to their university, to their program, they're willing to pay you while you're in high school. So I mean, if you getting big money, by the time you get to your sophomore, junior year in college, if you still healthy and everything,
you don't need NFL.
Do you have to go put your body through the NFL? I mean, especially if you have strong investments and you have good financial guidance and people there for you. You don't have to go there. So imagine, 1,000+ kids are able to bring in life-changing money every year.
But how many you think they got that type of guidance and things like that? To me, I think they do still need the NFL, because even with, like I said, with the kid, the quarterback in Michigan might be getting $10 million. Remember, he's still 18 years old and still got to go through all his 20s and stuff. So, I mean, $10 million, yeah, that does sound good and all. But what about $100 million if you are that good and you playing this sport though?
Yeah.
You know.
So I got to.
And then with all of them, a lot of them not getting that type of money where it's got to be $10 million. Some might just probably getting $2 million or $3 million. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I think you still need the NFL.
So I got a response to that, right? So let's look at basketball, right? NIL wise. All right. So I forget the kid's name, but so he was talking about, like, not going to the NBA right now. Like he opted out. He was going to be, first round pick, maybe not top 5, maybe not top 10, but he was a first rounder. He probably could have went in, got him about 8. Let's say he get 18 a year, right? Let's say he go in and get 18. This same kid is making 13. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Already. And he ain't had to worry about being dictated where he's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've chosen where I wanted to be. I'm making this amount, and I ain't even gotta go. I ain't even in the pros yet. I ain't gotta leave because it's not guaranteed that I'm gonna get that money. That money ain't fully guaranteed.
Let's look on the low end of that. Can we look on the low end? Because what if, you're not the superstar, but what if you could leave college with $500K in your account already?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, that's big.
But
big.
At that point, you're creating your own NIL, your name, image, and likeness. Like, you have to create that platform for yourself to be able to garnish those type of funds. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ain't creating if you on the low end, that means you got to climb out a little more. Everybody can't be, you know what I'm saying, like, on top. You got to find a way to get in there to get what you get. Like, this NIL, let's not mistake it. Now, it's for those that can create that, because I can't give you no money if you can't make me no money. You know what I'm saying?
It's so many motherfuckers getting it right now, though. They getting it through high school players.
But
it's this young boy out here who this nigga didn't set a record. He got so many NIL deals while in high school.
But look at what he's done. He's setting records. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he is of that. Like, his image is out there. So it's like, think about it, like the big wigs. They want the people who, like, I don't think Arch Manning that good, but his name is amazing.
Oh yeah.
If I want to sell a bag of rocks and I put them in Arch Manning's hand, I'm gonna make some money.
Yeah, because his name alone gonna
sell the rocks. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if shit, they got me. Don't nobody know me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want me to sell the bag of rocks? My NIL gonna be for you to convince me to come to your school. You gonna give me $50K, because don't nobody know who I am. So you can take this $50K, or you can go Division II, or you can go SWAC. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go D1 AA, but you're not gonna get no P4, P5 offer of 200,000 plus, because I don't know you. I know what you could do for me. You know what I'm saying? That's really what's going on. But so when you that low, you gotta generate your name. You gotta generate some buzz.
Which is cool. Which is cool.
Name out there.
I don't think there's any issue with it. What my thing is, I think in the bigger picture of all of it though, is I ain't trying to get too deep with it, but I'm just gonna say it like this: the old system, which has ran this country forever, can see that a community of people that go through these schools and can end up generating a whole bunch of money for their communities are there to they could we don't even know the number of money they could generate in the next 10 to 20 years, let alone 30 years, if we don't put a little finesse in here right now. That's what it comes off.
The amount of money being spent and lost by otherwise very successful schools is astounding just in a short period of time. It's only going to get worse. So we have to save college sports and save, I believe, colleges. Ultimately, we have to go.
Like, what does that mean? What are you talking about, save colleges? That ain't about to, what, y'all want to still keep all the money? Because that's basically what you're saying. You want to keep all the money still, and you don't want to shell out to the players that come from poor communities that come and bring and put all those students and all those ex-alumni in and just local fans into y'all stadiums to generate millions on game day.
Basically, I don't want to empower you too much. I don't want to empower the wrong people.
Right. So
really what I think happened was they had a plan for it. Right? And the plan was never to make the athletes richer than the top people. They didn't expect it to blow up the way it did though. They didn't expect the kids to be smart and have people in their you know, like in their corner brokering these deals. They didn't expect them to be bouncing like they bouncing. Like they probably saw like some kinks that was gonna take place, but they ain't know it was gonna spiral out of control like this. No. They were gonna lose the control. They didn't see that. You know what I mean? Like, and I think what's happening now is now they gotta reach to a higher source to kind of make this happen because you know Trump for the rich. He ain't for the middle class. He ain't for the lower class. He for the rich. His mindset is I want to keep these people. I mean, look at the tariffs he's putting on things. You know what I'm saying? And after a while, under him, to buy, you can go to Dollar Generals. You got a Dollar General, a Dollar Tree, a Family Dollar. You can go in there and get bleach for under $2, right? The knockoff bleach. He gonna make it to where that same under $3 bleach you buying, it's gonna be a tariff put on it. That bleach gonna run that shit up $15 just to get some bleach. And I'm being outlandish with it, but I'm saying like but we know that's what the tariff is. The money that it's gonna cost to get it made from wherever to get them to send it over here, like they're gonna have to put extra money on it to make the
invisible tax.
Exact. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it is, and that's all that money's going into whose pocket. And then most consumers ain't smart enough to know better. So it was never a plan for the players to be smart enough to understand how to maneuver it.
Yeah, I totally agree because one thing that this system didn't want to factor in was the internet. That's something that these kids use way better than, you know, this old system that is sitting up there just trying to think that they know what's going on and they really don't. But I think it was. They know about it. You gotta think. Like Trump Trump ran his campaign with the guy who basically created AI. They knew what it was. What I'm saying is sometimes you just don't get the kinks out of things before you run the trial. You know what I'm saying? Like I genuinely think that they know that this generation is internet based. That's why they put it all on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like they know this generation is that, but they did not bank on people understanding NIL as much as they do. They didn't plan for kids to know, all right, I can jump in this portal because it ain't no rule against it. I could jump. See, the only thing they did to counter it was say, oh, if you leave you got to pay this money back because you ain't honor your deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you got to pay a portion of the money back, if not all, if you blew, if you ain't honor your contract. Yeah. I mean, you're right. I mean, the main thing is, like you said, they ran the program without really trying to run a couple trials before saying, okay, this is the official rules. That's where they messed up at. And now they really trying to find a way to make it to where it still only benefits the universities and not the kids. You know, and That's what it's coming down to, because the kids can do a lot. Once again, they don't have to necessarily go pro with making certain money in the NIL, even if it's not millions. They can start all. They can get their degree, and they can. I mean, imagine starting off your your everyday career with a degree, but you got $1 million. You got 700,000. You're not starting your career in debt. Most college kids start their career in debt, and then work their way out of debt, and then finally have the money. You know. Yeah. So even the push to have 100, 200 grand, and you got your degree, that's huge. You know,
big time for sure. I agree.
So we'll just keep an eye on that NIL. Again, the headline for that is Trump sets sights on NIL regulation with the SCORE Act, he's calling it, at a college sports roundtable, and he teases a executive order to get that done. So we'll keep an eye on that, man. Big money on the move. So we got to pay attention. But we got up next that we got a couple signings. I know Cam talked about the Eagles, Jordan Davis getting an extension, 3 years, $78 million, 65 guaranteed. With that being said, Jordan Davis, I love Jordan Davis, but if that means the Eagles have to get off of Jalen Carter, man, I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it.
Well, they got to get off of them then. Welcome to San Francisco. We'll take them.
San Francisco always trying to pick up the Eagles.
Hey,
discarding.
We make it work, and we make it work.
Ain't shit work.
We make it work. He deserved to be a 49ers anyway. Don't nobody want to play for Philly. Bunch of losers.
Shout out Jordan Davis, man. Great. I mean, he's a good D tackle, you know what I'm saying? And he made a jump in his pass rushing because he used to just be a big guy. But he slimmed down. He's more athletic. He had a good season last year. But Jalen Carter is a different beast, man. And I don't think we need to be just giving away superstars.
So are you saying that you think they gave him too much?
I don't know. I don't know what the number is, but if you have to, by giving him this contract, if you have to not give Jalen Carter, or if you have to trade Jalen Carter, I don't think it's worth it. Jalen Carter is a generational pass rush disruptor, Reggie White type, put him anywhere on the line type of defensive line.
Oh, come on, man. Nah, don't say that, Ron.
Hey,
I don't say Reggie White, dog.
Disruptor.
Don't say Reggie White.
Reggie White like. Reggie White like.
Ain't nothing like Reggie White.
In the fact that you could put him on anywhere in the fact you can put him on anywhere down the line. He can play in multiple.
That man ain't no Reggie White. Hell no.
Yeah, that right. Don't put that nigga no slack. Get on.
Reggie White.
So you better put respect on that man name. Green Bay Packer legend.
White. I can't even go out like that.
What you mean? Eagles legend.
Reggie, who a legend? Reggie White.
He an Eagles and Packer legend though. He an Eagles and
Reggie White was a god.
Yeah, he an Eagles legend, but where his most
he
notable,
made most of his
where his most notable plays and
he won a championship with the Packers, but his multiple plays and shit was his prime was with the Eagles, bro. I mean, but shout out Reggie White. I'm not disrespecting Reggie White when I say that. I'm speaking in off the top of my head and I'm just saying that.
But don't use that
he is a disruptive pass rusher. Reggie White like. He's something like.
No, you ain't got to put that Reggie part in.
He's Reggie White like. He can play multiple positions down the line. But we got another disruptive pass rusher that made some news going to the AFC North. Max Crosby.
Hojo, bro.
Hey, listen. Baltimore has gotten a whole lot scarier on the defense. them boys about to be a problem.
But I know it's about Max Crosby. I know it's about the defense, but are they good enough offensively to make? Do they think that they're gonna go in and do what Seattle did? Do you think Derrick Henry is gonna go in and have a great season? Do you think that eventually, like, he gonna hit the wall? What about Lamar? When is Lamar gonna actually win the big game? Like, is Max Crosby the answer? Do we think that Max Crosby was the player that they were away? Or do they, or do you think they're gonna really like make a big deal in free agents? Because you got to pay everybody. Like, it was that the move to make? Was that worth you giving up? Are you just a Max Crosby away to give up the 2 first-round picks?
I don't think so. Because we know that Baltimore is exciting on the offensive end. We know that, but at the end of the day, it's like being exciting doesn't equal winning, and that's what we've seen over the last 2 years with Baltimore. You know, the big games just cannot be won. So it's like, is Max Crosby enough? I don't know. Like, and we already know in the NFL, you're an injury away.
I wouldn't say it either.
You know, you're an injury away from everything blowing up. And it's like Lamar injury prone.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Max Crosby is that player that they need to get over the hump, but I'm just saying, like, that defense has gotten a whole lot scarier with him.
Agreed. For sure. Without a doubt.
Now, is he that player that's gonna get them into the Super Bowl? Nah. But defensively, it's gonna be hard to do anything on them boys now. Ain't no running.
So you got Max Crosby, you got Roquan Smith. I think that secondary was fucking horrific, right? I think that
Justin Hamilton, ain't that what his name? What was that?
Your safety.
That safety.
From Georgia. I know you talking about like
Kyle Hamilton.
I thought you talking about Kyle Hamilton.
They got Humphrey too.
In the safety. Who?
Humphrey.
No, Humphreys ain't shit. He ain't done nothing. He
got his ass toe up.
Humphreys
got his ass toe
up. He was celebrating with the who won the Super Bowl. He was celebrating with the Seahawks.
Yeah, but Max Crosby does make a game changer on defense. It opens up a lot.
It does. But who's on the other side? Do you know? That's why I'm saying, like, were they really a pass rusher away? I think they got so many problems. I genuinely think now here's what I'll say. All right, it's a new regime. You got a new coach, and I think that this coach is basically gonna have the same impact that McDonald had in Seattle. I think we underestimate the Harbaugh tree. Now, with me saying that, to counter what I'm saying is, I just don't think that this year Max Crosby is enough. Now, when you look at the Seahawks, when I say I feel like that coach is gonna have the same impact as McDonald, so look at the Seahawks. The Seahawks didn't really give up anything. They came up to get into the Super Bowl. They got rid of DK Metcalf. They came up. You know what I'm saying? They got rid of Geno. They came up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they brought in Sam Darnold. It didn't cost them anything to do any of those things. The Ravens gave up real estate to come up on one player. I think it's going to take them a little bit longer. I think by the time it really takes them there, Lamar will be out of his prime. You know what I mean? Derrick Henry will be out of that. He'll be out of that window. Those DBs aren't good. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, we lost you for a second, Cam.
Damn.
So
hey, I want to bring up one other point though.
Trade was
one other thing, Max Crosby threw a huge party for his 6 years of sobriety with the rapper Shabuzi. Crosby was just traded to the Baltimore Ravens on Friday night. Crosby has been struggling and battling severe alcohol and drug addiction for a good part of his life, if you didn't know. And it's crazy because this dude is like an Uber athlete. If you ever seen him, like, dude can hoop, this dude is like really athletic, you know. So battling addiction for the most part of his life. Shout out to him for 6 years of sobriety.
Technical problems right now.
Max Crosby. You got me?
I can hear you.
Oh, well, hey.
Yeah, you cut out a lot of that.
I can hear you.
I was saying about Max Crosby's 6 years of sobriety. Did you hear about that? He threw a party Friday night with the rapper Shabuzi for his 6 years of sobriety.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw they were out there smoking cigars.
Yeah, I didn't know about
on
that.
the dance floor, two-stepping. Yeah, I seen it, man. Shout out to him. Yeah, and it's crazy you bringing up Max and everything, and not to get off his sobriety and all that, man. Shout out to him for that. But how much money the Raiders cleared some. The Raiders got the most money out here right now, and they got hella picks. So, did the Raiders really lose in the trade though? I don't know if they really lost in that trade.
Well, they didn't lose. They tanked. That's why that man wanted to get off the team, because they was tanking.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, because the Ravens, the defense is gonna probably look stellar. You know what I'm saying? I want to see them boys get there. Maybe eventually get to a Super Bowl. I love to see Lamar get to a Super Bowl, but it's like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the Raiders is gonna come up more in the next 2 years than Baltimore, but we'll see.
Yeah, I fool with Lamar myself, so shout out to the Ravens for making a swing and going to get Max Crosby, because he was miserable in Oakland. That boy was miserable in Oakland, bro.
Yeah.
They were tanking.
It seemed like Geno Smith was ready. He was happy he got off there too, because he had made a tweet saying, God is great. So when they let him go, it didn't seem like he was too offended of being let go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Raiders obviously got terrible locker room. Everything, energy there just wasn't good. But at least they got, like I said, they got some picks, they got some money. So we'll see what Vegas ends up doing. See if they can bring some people there and actually put something together.
Yeah. Other news, NFL news, free agency news. Well, not even free agency news. The Patriots are releasing Stephon Diggs. We already heard about all his troubles, and we talked about it on previous shows. How Stephon Diggs, he got a case coming up. Just lost one of his ladies. It's all bad. Him and his brother got released probably in the same week, I think that was. So the Diggs brothers.
Yeah, talented dude. I mean, everybody knows he's a talented receiver, but he got a lot of baggage that comes with him ever since he left Minnesota when he very first got in the league. Seems like everywhere he goes, he got a whole bunch of drama, got female drama. Yeah, he just is a little bit too much. I mean, it comes with the NFL though. NFL always gonna have personalities like Stephon Diggs. It ain't nothing new. It's always gonna have some type of personalities. What's the young bull that was at the NFL the NFL conferences or whatever? Just like last week, doing all the faces. I don't know his name, but he was doing the most.
Yeah.
I forget.
I know in one of the other years it was Keon Coleman of the Bills. You remember how he was acting with all the personality and whatnot.
Yeah, football always bring out people that just doing the most, is just extra. And I can say Stephon Diggs, he ain't really a crazy personality on the mic and stuff when he talk, but just his off the field antics and what he does. Is
flamboyant ways.
Yeah, flamboyant ways, extra zesty. on some of the fits. So it's just kind of the Patriots was probably just like, no, you know how Robert Kraft do.
Yeah.
If he feels like it's bringing too much attention to his team, he feels like a player is overshadowing the team, they'll get up out of there. I mean, he got
And
Tom
the
Brady up
Patriots
out of
ain't
there.
used to. The Patriots ain't used to paying receivers like that. Like
No,
he making too much money to be, on the Patriots. If we talking about them in
realistically,
historical terms.
the Patriots gonna get
Yeah,
you in and out of there. They're gonna get you for
yeah,
what they need to get you for. I mean, that's historically been the Patriots. They get
for sure.
players in and out. They don't keep people around too long.
And they not overpaying.
No.
Let's move
Definitely
on
not.
to another big swing in the NFL trade wise. We have the Rams sending a first round pick to the Kansas City Chiefs for Trent McDuffie, one of their best DBs, if not their best DB, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
So
Mahomes took that pay cut here in the offseason. So I don't know. I guess they're not too worried about it. They feel like they probably got the room to go get some guys. I don't know how much Mahomes cleared up, but I mean, I don't think it's enough to get too much stuff going on. But they might be able to get one or two guys that they really want with the money that he cleared. So, it's the NFL, not for long.
one thing about the Rams, they don't give a damn about using them first round picks.
No,
They don't care. They'll send a first round pick. They do not like drafting in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, the
Um,
formulas work. They won a Super Bowl. They almost got to another one. So that front office
Facts.
might know something we don't know with that
Facts.
formula.
Fact. Moving on, we can say it's officially the end of the Kyler Murray era in Arizona. Did they take Kyler Murray #1 pick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I
The
mean,
man like 5'8", bro.
I was at the gym working out, and I saw on the TV on Sports Center that they letting him go. I'm just thinking in my mind, man, the NFL's so crazy because I remember when he got taken #1,
and they waited too long to
he
get
got
it
taken
off.
#1. What draft was it? The 29 what draft was that?
Had to be 2019.
2019
draft. I was like, man,
I think they were looking for that Drew Brees.
He's already up out of there, But I mean, that happens.
I think they were looking for Drew Brees.
You have our production has the picture of the 2019 quarterbacks and players.
So who y'all think gonna pick Kyler up?
Man, time is a flying already, man, with these guys right here.
I don't even know who need a quarterback, bro. Like, and then when you look at these guys, Daniel Jones, king of getting paid, overpaid, king of getting overpaid, and Kyler Murray basically they saying that he a bust now, So, I mean, I don't know.
I don't think he'll bust, but I just think that
Vegas, go ahead and pick up Kyle Murray.
Hell no, they got the #1 pick. They're going to get Fernando Mendoza.
Your boy from Indiana. I've seen a lot of analysts and pundits saying how a lot of people should stay away from Mendoza. He's not really an NFL guy. I've been seeing some of that floating around. We'll see. It's hard to be an NFL quarterback, man. It's probably the hardest job in sports. I'd probably say.
And then boy, he a super Christian too. So he crying on the mic. He and going to Vegas. I don't
Yeah, that's not probably the place for him to be at. But yeah, man. I mean, you never know. It all comes down to that team chemistry and that coach, and that coaching staff. That's what it comes down to. That coaching staff, that front office. A lot of things got to go right, but the Davis playing for the Raiders is just a little different. So.
But out of the 2019 QB class, they say it's just bizarre that Kyler Murray is a bust. Daniel Jones is the king of getting overpaid. Drew Lock, Super Bowl champion. We forget Drew Lock was on the Super Bowl Seahawks this year. Jarrett Stidham had a random playoff appearance this year because Bo Nix got hurt. Gardner Minshew, veteran backup. Ryan Finley, pro pickleball player. So 2019 draft quarterbacks, not looking too good. We'll see what Dane Jones do when he come back to the Colts, but he had a good beginning of the season. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if he can keep that up.
He had a decent season.
No, he got hurt. He just halfway through, so that's why they had to make a decision on him.
But his season wasn't bad before up until he getting hurt. I know we got a Colts fan on our panel. He's out of here now. Nick Madden. He really thought they were finna do something this year. He
Boy,
we up one. Every week we up one. Y'all was down a QB.
Hey, one more piece of free agency news. Jets released Justin Fields. Where he going? So we got Justin Fields and Kyler Murray on the open market. Miami need a quarterback. Who else you said? The Jets, of course.
Raiders.
Well, Raiders got the number one pick. They don't, so to speak, need one.
We know we're gonna take. I don't know. I just feel like Justin Fields was a bust too.
Man, they didn't put shit around him, man, and expecting him to come out there and be Peyton Manning. Like, Justin Fields is, he got tools. He got some tools. He probably wasn't made to be thrown out there day one for a franchise and expect to take them to the, playoffs. Which he did do well with the Bears, and the Bears had absolutely nothing. But they went and got DJ Moore. I guess that was toward the end of his tenure, but
it was too late.
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know. We haven't seen him. We haven't given him a fair chance yet, I don't think. But let's move on. We'll see about they gave him like 2 years.
And then
gave him like 2 years.
That ain't enough of a fair chance.
With the damn Jets? Come on, man. Is that fair? With the Bears and the Jets? Is that fair?
So where he need to go to a team like San Francisco or somewhere to say that okay, he can do it?
A respectable team that has a respectable coach and a line that can kind of play to his strengths. So he ain't trying to fit a square peg in a circle hole. So I mean, it's just, and I hate to even bring my quarterback into this, but Jalen Hurts, we have to play to his strengths. He's not Peyton Manning, so we have to do things that play to his strengths and not the prototypical quarterback thing. If that means running him 8 times a game, hell, he got to run 8 times a game.
Well, I mean, now that you put it, I get what you're saying. So maybe he didn't get a fair shake with the 2 teams that he has been on.
Yeah, the Jets was straight trash. But want to get to this last topic. Kyle Pitts reveals that only 7 of the former NFL players, Rondale Moore's teammates, showed up to his funeral after he passed away by deleting himself. 7 players. So he called out the fact that the NFL is supposed to be a brotherhood and all of that shit fake because only 7 people showed up to the man funeral. This and that. That's tough.
But let me say this but a lot of people don't condone and like don't conform to the way that he went out. So, and then you gotta also think, man, what do you want these big stars to show up at this funeral for everybody to hound and harass them? And that's probably a reason why a lot of them didn't show up. And then a lot of them probably really didn't have a relationship with him.
I was just about to say, did I have a relationship with him just because we on the same team? I mean, we just good friends.
He calling them. He
NFL teams are huge.
Exactly, and he's calling all of them fake. But wouldn't that be fake to show up at somebody's funeral that you don't deal with? I think that in itself will be fake. So that's, I mean, condolences to his family, man. But at the same time, everybody probably wasn't friends with that man. Everybody probably didn't have no type of relationship with him, and a lot of those players on that team probably didn't know him at all.
Yeah. But Kyle Pitts called it out, and you know what I'm saying? You got those guys who always, I see it all the time myself, where people will say, all the fake love, I see all the fake love. Just be glad you getting any love instead of talking about some fake love.
But why was that anybody's business? How many people showed up though? That's a personal and intimate moment. You was there.
You was in that county. You was in that county. Exactly. How many NFL players was there?
So you wasn't there for him. You was there to see who was gonna show up. Like some stuff you just let go, bro, and don't say nothing about. Like nobody has to know that. You didn't have to volunteer that information. You went. You did what you were supposed to do. Let it go.
Just like Boss Man Jay said, man. We just living in a world where everybody always wants to put everything out there for the world to see because of the internet, and everybody feel, oh, y'all are fake. Y'all ain't giving me real love. Hey, man. In the real world, the world is your real friends and family and people that care about you. Guess what? It's a handful for the majority of us.
Exactly.
You should, you know what I mean? It's a handful for the majority of us. Even family, friends, people you know your whole life. It's very few people that's probably gonna come to your passing when you no longer here. That's okay.
That's okay.
And also, bro, you don't know what these people had going on in their life.
Right. So yeah, man.
Like you're looking for fame and you putting all this out there for what? So you can get some attention, because now.
So you can say, Kyle Pitts is a real dude. He's a real guy.
And then at the same time, now all you have done is you've overshadowed this kid's funeral. Like now, this is what people's talking about.
And really, they gonna look at you like how cops be looking at each other when you go against
you crossed the blue line.
Now you on the island by yourself because don't nobody trust you.
Yeah, they about to put you, isolate you, boy. You done messed up.
Oh, look out, there go Kyle Pitts, the internet queen. He's gonna put it out there. Don't do nothing, guys.
Nobody bigger than the program. You tripping.
They just look like a hoe, bro. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's a real life situation though, but it is funny though. But it's real life, man. Like a lot of people be doing that where they be like, man, y'all see all the fake love. It's like, how you know what's fake? How do you know what somebody feel in their heart? Like, you don't fucking know. You don't, and then you don't know somebody's situation, like you just said. Yeah. Man, it's just a lot of times.
I'll say this: the internet and all of this done gave everybody main character syndrome. So
everybody needs to be validated, bro. Like when did we get to the point where everybody has to be validated? Yeah. Like you can't do nothing without validation now.
Yeah, that main character syndrome. Be like, man, hey, man, everybody ain't Michael Jackson. Everybody ain't the top person that everybody wants to see and know about. Just because you got social media and got a page and some people know you, like you a regular person in the real world, and and like I said, something as serious as people passing away and funerals and stuff like that, you may only have a few people there. Like I said,
because everybody don't do funerals though. And that's
everybody don't want to go there. Everybody don't want to be there. Just like some people like going to hospitals when people are hurt or sick. Like it just is what it is. We just
it ain't the way they want to remember him by.
Yeah. So Kyle Pitts,
you a hoe.
Get off the attention train, my boy.
Yeah. You done. I'll show your little brotherhood shield. Cause they ain't about you no more.
Yeah, they definitely gonna stop talking when you walk into the locker room. They definitely don't say, oh, here you come. Be quiet.
Fucking like that's just crazy, man. Condolences condolences to the young man's family, man.
Rondell Moore.
Rondell Moore's family. You know, but Kyle Pitts, you really did your big one on this one. For no reason.
For no reason at all. Unsolicited.
For real. Ain't nobody asked you to volunteer their information. Cause nobody else cared. Nobody was like, hey man, who showed up to the funeral? How was it? You know, that's one of the main things I hate that the motherfucker do. How was the funeral? Was it sad? Bitch, you should have been there.
Like,
he ain't talking about how sad it was. He talking about how many people were there.
So in his mind, does he think that those 7 dudes that did show up, do he hold them like, are they good dudes to him in his mind now?
They best friends now.
Because how many did he expect? How many people did he expect for the man to have come to his?
The entire team and some more coaches and owners. He wanted everybody there. They probably had that funeral in a small church. Motherfucker barely could fit in there as it is.
Yeah,
but I mean, a whole NFL team there.
You know, like I said, it's the NFL. You know how many people go in and out? How many people are in NFL roster? 80 plus?
I mean, I think you can liken an NFL roster to your high school classes. Every year, it's gonna be some different people in your class, right?
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah, like you're gonna like the stars are probably cool with each other. A couple of the other, you know, notable role players with on the field and stuff like that. But most people just communicate and doing what they got to do, doing their job.
You probably gonna be more cool with your position group. So the cornerback's gonna be cool with the cornerbacks. The quarterback's gonna be cool with the quarterbacks. You know, running backs cool with the running backs. So yeah, but
it's like, you know,
I don't see the running backs being cool with the D tackles. You know what I mean?
Just like it's a huge group of people, and people getting traded all the time, people getting cut, all this other stuff. Like, come on, man, it's a lot of stuff going on just one team.
And then we don't know this kid's personality. He could have been standoffish. He could have been to himself and then talked to a lot of people. Didn't want no friends. So showing up at his funeral and you don't fuck with him would have been fake.
Yeah.
Fact. I wanna get squeeze one more thing in there before we head out, and that is Deontay Wilder in the news. He says his old lady I gave her everything. As soon as I started losing, she filed for divorce. Damn, homie. Deontay Wilder claims his wife filed for divorce and made fake abuse accusations, trying to get all of his money after he lost 2 in a row. After he lost 2 in a row is crazy. Go ahead.
So did she think that he was like going down here from there wasn't gonna win anymore, because he's still a big name, whether he lost those 2 fights or not? So what was she trying to get?
Well, we know Deontay Wilder wasn't looked at as the greatest technical boxer. He kind of was just a, you know what I'm saying, a one power puncher, one trick pony, some would say. She probably had somebody else in mind. She didn't want that man, but he was the champ.
Yep, and that money was talking, and she was walking. And now that money ain't saying much no more, because he lost 2 fights in a row. She's thinking that, let me jump off this train now before I end up with nothing.
Damn, man.
I mean,
that's a sad situation.
Yeah, I mean, it just happened with Dak. Just, you know, him and his fiance just broke up. I mean,
okay, did the fiance break up with Dak, or did Dak break up with her?
No. Dak broke up with her. I'm taking it. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know for sure the real details, but it seems like he, you know, it was on his end of leaving the relationship. So I'm just bringing that up because I mean, this is up here already. You know, we've been talking football. And it happened in the football world. It's gonna happen with all these sports guys, entertainers.
Exactly.
You know, you're bringing in money. You're bringing in millions and millions of dollars. Only 0.0001% of men making this kind of money. The women are gonna go out there and look for the men that are making that money, and it doesn't mean they're gonna stay with you. It's at this point, it's a tale as old as time.
But they deserve it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just how it
I
goes,
feel like
man.
those guys deserve that because what happened to the regular woman? What happened to the you know what I'm saying your high school sweetheart or somebody you had a crush on, somebody that you known most of your life? What happened to those women? But as soon as these guys start getting a little money, the first thing they run to is these IG models. And not saying that all of them are, but majority of those IG models are out to these athletes and boxers and shit because of the money.
No, yeah. It's all the money grab.
So why do you want to be with somebody or try to marry somebody that you know is there for the money?
It's the lust, man. It's the lust. It's the lust.
They're not there because they want you.
Yeah,
I mean, let's just take a look at this picture. The young lady, very nice looking young lady. You know what I mean?
They look cool. They look cool.
But why she wearing that? My wife ain't wearing that. I don't know.
It's because it's always
sales. This is what they want.
Well, I mean, you gotta look at it from perspective. A lot of the females, man. They're in a big. If you're attractive, if you know a lot of men like you, and then you living in this day and age, and you want a certain lifestyle, those attractive females are going to always. It's like they're always presenting themselves to the next man almost in the entertainment world. They're not there particularly for the guy that they're currently dating. I mean, the man could be up 100 million, 200 million. I mean, Aisha Curry is almost a perfect example of all of this. Steph
Definitely
Curry,
is.
You know, Steph Curry is, in some people's mind, the best guy to ever pick up a basketball. You know what I'm saying? In some people's mind, right? But he's definitely one of the greatest to ever play the game, and he revolutionized the game of basketball. His wife publicly going out on podcasts, talking down on his name and saying how she wanted to do more and be out here and wish she could see and be with more guys and experiment and explore. She said this on, you know what I mean? And this man is the best of the best. You're not going to get Steph Curry. You're not going to get a Steph Curry. She'll never get a Steph Curry. Most women will never, ever see that level of man.
If I was Steph and I married a woman and she publicly says that she never wanted to be married, never wanted kids, you better believe those motherfucking papers will be sitting on that counter when you get to the house.
Man.
Because who does that?
Yeah.
Well, we're dealing with some different women. We're dealing with some different type of women because I did see this week. I saw where a picture went viral. A young lady took a picture of her husband. They were getting a divorce, and she said the divorce was final that week, and she was leaving him with the kids, so she wasn't gonna be no single mom. He gonna be a single dad.
He said, "I came in here with no kids, and I'm leaving with no kids."
Exactly. So we dealing with different type of women, bro.
That's not a woman,
right.
bro.
Right,
I'm sorry.
It's a new era of dating. It's a new era between men and women, and because of the internet, bro, like you cannot ignore how powerful the internet has been. Because females see another female do this, another female see another female do this. You just had the real famous IG model. I forget her name, but she said she needs $50K a month just for starters. Like,
oh yeah.
To be upkept and for me to do what I need to do. And so if you got a lady like that asking for $50K and you see a young, impressionable young lady sees this, do you think she wants to get up and go to a job and work, or really just find a husband find a husband that she actually wants to confide in and build a relationship and have a family and see the kids grow up? Do you think she wants to take that route, or do you think she want to go? Do you think you want to go out and look for the bag and look for the man that can?
This is what I want to tell those women. For that woman that said that she needs that $50K, look at her. She's alone. So y'all need to think about that. Because ain't nobody finna sit here and give you all that money for nothing. You ain't earned it. You just want somebody to give it to you. So before y'all young ladies go out here listening to these IG models and everything, y'all need to start looking at their lifestyle and who they been with and who they ain't with. Most of them are single because don't no man want to deal with that stuck up attitude and the bullshit that they bring to the table, which is nothing.
It's the aesthetic of going on, private jets and eating, 5-star dinners every night and going on the beaches and taking the pictures and looking pretty. That's being sold to a lot of females. And having a man in the picture doesn't really mean anything unless the man can. Yeah, it's optional. It doesn't mean anything unless the man can finance the lifestyle. And if he can finance the lifestyle, oh, okay, I don't mind showing him. I don't mind being with him. So this is just the Deontay Wilder. This is basically, I feel like that's what that is.
But a man with substance and who can afford that lifestyle wouldn't be with somebody like that.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
For sure.
But I wanted to bring up the other side of this too. We see the DeAndre Wilder part of it, but I saw this go viral a little while ago. We know we in tax season, so a woman goes viral for buying herself and her husband a car using her tax money, and it says, "Since we showing what we did with our money, I bought myself and my husband a car. And before y'all clock me, that's a starter car for. That's a starter car. His first." He just got his L's. So, this is real life also. You know what I mean? We see these supermodel types leaving these athlete guys and this and that. But in real life, we see this young lady, hey, she bought her a nice something, but she also looked out for her guy. And if he didn't have that beforehand, hey, I would imagine he's thankful for that.
Damn, exactly. Costs more than the house.
Yeah, see, this right here is realistic, though. Like you said, boss man, this is realistic. This is real life. This is probably most people that are scrolling on IG and all this. They end up, having delusional thoughts about stuff. This is how a lot of people live. Right?
And you got a lot of broke women that probably in her comments talking down to her, saying, "Oh, you."
Oh, they tried to talk down to her. Yes, they did. Shout out to that young lady, man, and she stood her ground in the comments. I mean, she went viral off this. And you're right, it was people in there trying to down her for handling business. That's a woman to me. I mean, exactly. and I'm just, you're not always gonna be up, and he not always gonna be down. So let's not be naive to the fact of somebody needing help sometimes.
And this is
when that brother gets up, bro, he better show out for her. You know what I mean? So I mean,
he will. But that's the part that gets me, boss man. So y'all are married. It's the relationship should be equal no matter what. So what's his is hers, and what's hers is his. So just because she took her money and got him a car, I don't see the problem in that. Because now he can get around. Now he can go find that good job to where he's making good money and able to take care of her the way he wants to. Because I'm pretty sure they married. If she was willing to do this, they've had conversation. She sees the potential in him.
Potential. There you go. And let's think about this part. On a Friday or Saturday night, they going out. They want to step out to go get a drink. They jumping in her car anyway. He probably gonna be driving. He probably gonna be driving,
But see, this is the thing, man. The realistic stuff does not want to be talked about in a weird way for whatever reason. Everything is trying to go back to the Wilder and the supermodel kind of relationship. We trying to
the delusion.
Yeah, and I'm sad to say, but once again, like Mayor Socrates said within the comments, they were getting ragged on for just being a realistic couple. It's like these ladies want to not have to be a realistic lady to a realistic dude. It's like
they don't want to be women anymore.
Yeah, it's like why is that a bad thing? It's okay to take care of your dude and in certain facets if he's down. Help him while he up. If he actually loves you and he loves you and he want to do for you, what's wrong with trying to help him if he's trying to come up? And if
that's your husband, that's what you signed up for, as well as he did the same. So
right. I mean, it's a give and give relationship. It ain't a give and take. It ain't one sided. Everybody does for everybody. They live together. So what their finances, whether we want to look at it like that or not, belongs to both of them. And I'm pretty sure he works just as hard as she does, but at the time, she's the breadwinner. I don't see nothing wrong with
that. And it be like that. It be like that.
And who knows? Maybe he's going to school for a career. Because she said it's his starter car. He's just getting his license. So it tells me that this man is young. He's not in his 30s and 40s depending on a woman. They probably young. He's probably just getting his life together, trying to get some type of trade or something.
Gotta start somewhere. Exactly. She said he just got his L. She said he just got his L. So shout out to that couple, man.
If both of them have a car now and they got a house.
Yes, sir. And what if they got kids? Now they kids can get around, and we ain't gotta wait on people to take me here or there, or So it's hey.
Shout out to
let's highlight the real, man.
Shout out to her for being a woman.
Yeah.
All that shit that they talking in the comment, baby girl, you let them folks talk, because half of them they're saying what you should have did and what you shouldn't have done, and all that with your money.
Single.
Got no man, and that's why 99.999% of the motherfuckers is somebody's baby mama, and that nigga ain't taking care of his kids. She depending on child support. So you do what you do with your tax money, and let them go out here like they do every year and buy a car and some living room set. When the car gonna be gone in April anyway.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, y'all like, share, subscribe to the Game Changer Podcast, TGC, right here where we talk about everything from sports, culture, politics, everything in between.
Choose life.
We're going to catch y'all next time.